CNT120, Chapter 4. We're in the section on IPsec, Internet Protocol Security. This is an encryption protocol that defines rules for encryption, authentication, key management for TCP/IP transmissions. This was an enhancement to IP4 and is now native in IP6. And as we showed back here, this is working at the network layer, right here, working at the network layer. And this adds security information to the header of all IP packets. So this, I'm going to jump down here real quickly. If I have traffic moving between like two routers, like in a VPN, this is where I might see this. This is where I might see this. So IPsec creates this secure connection where interesting traffic is going to trigger the encryption process. The key needs to get the encryption keys need to get swapped to know, okay, how are we dealing with this? Security needs to be negotiated. How are we going to do this? Transfer the data and then close it down. And that's the kind of thing I would see in like VPN. That's why I put that in here as an example. So here's the example of, two sites connecting and in those 5 steps that we showed you earlier. The interesting traffic, kicking that in, transferring the data through this tunnel, if you will, and then closing it down when it's done, that encryption tunnel. SSL and TLS, we tend to see them kind of lumped together. I just quick showed you where these occur. TLS at transport layer, SSL at the application layer. Secure sockets layer or transport layer security. Both are methods of encryption TCP/IP. We commonly see when we deal with web pages HTTPS, this is where we commonly see this. All of our modern browsers support this. Again, SSL operates in the application layer. This has been deprecated, and most times we're now going to see TLS. That's the updated version of SSL. And I put here a reminder that HTTP is port 80, and then HTTPS, that's 443, that's the SSL or TLS, if you will. And again, here's your example of that. Well, let's take a peek. Let's take a peek here. I'm going to start a new Wireshark session, and let's open up a page like, let's go down here to our connection. Let's get that going. Let's open up a page here, and I believe the hack homepage is HTTPS. Yeah, it is right there, HTTPS. So let's see if we can see that web page loading over here and see if we can see some of that traffic. So I'm going to stop that. We're just going to go up here near the beginning, and we're going to see if we can see. We do see some application data there, but let me see if we see any DNS. Yeah, here we go. Here's the query for www.hack.edu, and the response to that is down here around 84. And then we hopefully see us starting our transfer to. Here's our response. What's the address for hack.edu? Let's look at the answer here. Looks like 52, blah, blah, blah. So there we go. There's 52. There's us probably doing the 3-way handshake. So let's follow this TCP stream. Okay, and then we're going to see, here's the 3-way handshake, and then right off the bat, boom, there's the client hello. This is my machine and the web server saying, okay, we're going to need to do a secure transfer here, so let's get that set up. So there's the client hello, there's the server hello, and then here is the certificate server key exchange, and then right after that we start seeing our application data. And we come down here, some more application data. And if I take a peek at that application data, let's look at that right there. If I actually look at that, no, we'll do it down here, that's fine. Here is Ethernet, IP, TCP. Here is transport layer security. And here it is, your application data protocol, HTTP over TLS. And here is the encrypted data of me loading the hack home page. So here is that transport layer security that we just mentioned, and seeing that setup process up here. So going back here, seeing that process set up over here. And that's kind of similar to, if I go back here to the IPsec, that's kind of similar to what you would see here on IPsec as well. So here we triggered the whole, hey, I need to set up a secure connection. We did that, exchange the keys, and then boom, we're shipping data back and forth, but it is encrypted data. That's an encrypted data, which is what we want to see. So there real quickly is our SSL and TLS.